10 to 3 are pretty prime hours, midday kind of hours. And then I do get some really good rides in the evening, kind of after work rush hour. Yeah, 495 south is our next left, so just a couple hundred meters here and then we'll be back at it. It's a bit chilly. I might even get my, especially once I'm stationary, I might get my red shell jacket on. It'll just cut the wind out. It's not that cold, but the wind just goes through your layers and gets rid of any warmth you've created. There'd be a just hitchhiking category on Twitch with one person in there. So like once my channel, took off enough and people seemed to find it interesting. I thought there'd be copycats. So I'd be like, that's a good form of content on this platform. And they do it just because they think it would help them grow a Twitch channel. It's hard to grow a Twitch channel from Strats right now. Like how do you stand out? How do you get people to click on your channel? And all that, but no one wants to hitchhike, so I get a little monopoly on the hitchhiking content. Who would have thunk? No one wants to hitchhike? How weird. But yeah, I didn't do it because I thought it'd be good content. I did it because I just like hitchhiking. I had for years prior to starting to stream it. I'd already hitchhiked in 25 countries before I started streaming hitchhiking, so it's just something I enjoy doing, which I recognize as strange, but I meet cool people and I have interesting experiences. So, you ride Twitch on? Want me to come pick you up? No, because then that's not hitchhiking, right? Ever do a group hitchhiking tour? Well, I want to bring potentially Sarah, my girlfriend, on my next trip, wherever I end up going hitchhiking. We did a tandem cycling trip through Europe all summer. We rode from southern France to Norway on a funky tandem bicycle. Alright, here's our junction. In my experience, because I've hitchhiked with different demographics, like I usually hitchhike solo, but I have hitchhiked with a few other people. One guy, one girl is very fast. In fact, faster than what I can do solo. And then two guys is the slowest thing ever. So here's what we're looking at here. There's a white sign just a little bit further down that has no pedestrians, no bikes, no horses. So no horses down this road, okay? Don't do it. It's the Massachusetts State Troopers are gonna come and get you. They just have to stand before that sign. Not amazing shoulder, but like the road's super wide, so even if someone can't pull fully off of the road, like there's lots of room for people. So about here. This is what we're looking at. In my opinion, it's a good spot. You gonna ride your horse down there and pick me up? No, don't do it, man. You're gonna get in big trouble. Oops. Oh yeah, I do lower you for the hitchhiking so you guys don't get blown over. With that said, traffic's pretty slow here, so no one should be blowing too much of a draft. Yeah, I'm gonna put my shell on. It's quite windy. That's good for visibility. And then the timer starts once I first stick up my thumb, which I haven't done yet, so hold the timer. Just gonna angle this a little bit different so it's a little bit less sun, maybe, if that's possible. Covered in some sticky substance. Are you talking about the general kind of haze? In the line. Okay, I can try and do it. I've been noticing it looking hazy, but I don't actually see what is making it that way, if that makes sense. Is this hazy? No. And where is it coming from? Oh, now I got pushed off center. Ah! Sorry, the front-facing cameras on cell phones are never wide enough. Oh, God. This lens has been really good so far this trip, but it's like some moisture got in or something. Maybe? No, it's still hazy, isn't it? No, I think it's better. I don't know which part was the one making it hazy, but all right. After much delay, we can get to the hitchhiking part. Okay, so the sun's kind of on my right, so as they pass me, I'm definitely gonna try and angle the sign this way so it gets lit up, because like it's harder to read like this than like this. Ever hitchhiked a horse ride? Not yet, no. Middle dot now. What do you mean middle dot? There's a dot in the middle? Anyway. Sun glare? Okay, yeah. I'm trying to see this dot. I can't see it on the thing. Lens flare. Lens flare, that's like stylistic. That's a stylistic choice, okay? It's intentional. We start betting. Well, we were betting before. You can't bet once we've started hitchhiking, because, you know, some people bet a very short wait time and it's not fair. Did my bag fall over? It did. Didn't notice it till I walked into it. Sorry. Oh no. The bag doesn't want to stand up today. How rude. Sorry. Is there a stick here? Okay, water bottle strats. Oops. Okay, apparently not. No, I'm missing cars. I just like the backpack standing up so people can see the backpack. It's part of my image. What if how you hitchhike is... how you present yourself is important? Missed like 2 or 3 cars. Need a rock? I just use my water bottle. Do 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 do. Having to chat phone? It's in my pocket. Sometimes it's hard, like, sometimes I put them like behind the hitchhiking sign, but it's kind of hard to hold it there. So I can see chat on here and then just catch it between traffic. This is kind of on-ramp hitchhiking that I like, because there's like gaps between traffic. I can chat with you guys a little bit and get a few cars. One lady, like, stopped accelerating, looked at me really hard, looked at the sign really hard, and then got past me and kind of went, like, pretty much what I think she was telling me is, I'm not going there. If you're new here, like, a lot of people that drive past will interact with you in some way, shape, or form. Like, they'll point left or right saying they're turning off soon. Down also means they're staying local. Some people just, like, you know, I nod at them as I go past. They'll nod back, they'll wave. Some people give you this one. There's a variety of things people can do. You have a long middle finger? I am actually known for that, yeah. I do have a long middle finger. Show? What, do you feed it? Yeah, you gotta keep your finger well fed for it to grow big and strong. Miracle Grow. Yeah. Yeah, I got special privileges growing up because I've always just had like long kind of fingers that can do weird things. And I remember I was in computers class of some sort, and people were saying how I have like a really long middle finger, and the teacher's like, you know, he's telling me to show her. So I got to flip off teachers back in like middle school and stuff, and you know that was pretty cool. I could flip off so many people without repercussions. Fingering, playing a wind instrument. I played a bit of guitar. Our high school had beginner and intermediate guitar classes, which were the easiest classes ever. Like you just sat there all day, just strumming away, talking to your friends, and you like just had to show up, and you'd get pretty much a B or an A. I wasn't particularly good. I think my final song I played for intermediate guitar was Pinball Wizard. Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. Yeah, that one. And then I played the trumpet in grade 7, and I hated it. Now it's getting warm, the wind's getting to me less. That sign does not help, says don't pick the scab. Why does the sign say not pick the scab? It's an okay sign. It's not my best work. Hey. Hey. Whereabouts are you heading to?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go to California, so anywhere south and west of here is where I'm going to.
Is that okay?
Yeah, Connecticut.
You want to just come in?
Yeah, I'm just going to grab my bag, but before I hop in, I make a live video documentary about hitchhiking, so I have a camera. I don't necessarily have to point it at you, I can just point it at the front.
I am a video editor.
You're a video editor? Okay, perfect, this is great. Alright. Okay.
Somewhere, I don't know where. I have a very bad sense of direction. So I'm just going to drive, and whenever you want to go out, you tell me.
That's perfect. Bag in the back seat, or do you care?
Whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Is okay in the back here? Oh, sorry, there's a
This is Evie.
Evie in the back here.
You can put it wherever you want.
Okay. Is there room in the trunk?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the lift. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Yeah, I'm like not the best with like.
I'm from Canada as well, so I'm a little bit. I don't really know where I am, but
Yeah, I just moved here like a month and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from Boston.
From Boston. Okay.
Yeah. What's your name?
Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. I'm Hanala.
Hanala.
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Thank you.
I like
And this is Evie.
Evie, nice to meet you.
Evie's feeling a little under the weather right now.
Oh no. Do you know how far it is to Connecticut from here? Like
Yeah. Well, okay. So we're going to Bridgeport.
Okay.
I really
Continue
going
on
to pick up some
I-495
stuff.
south for 9 miles.
I was in a car accident a little, like, a month ago about, and the mechanic that got my car,
Yeah.
which was what do you call it, total loss. He was really nice enough to take all my stuff out of the car and hold it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick my stuff up.
Oh, okay.
And then go to New Jersey to my parents for the weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're trying to get to California?
Yes. So this trip, I'm going to San Diego for a convention in about 2 weeks.
Oh, cool. San Diego is so nice.
I do like San Diego a lot more than LA. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes. LA is overrated, I think.
And for what I do, because I've broadcast what it's like to hitchhike in like 30-something countries, I do a lot of it, but LA just goes on forever. And the problem with cities, it's like a lot of local traffic and people not really leaving the city, so it can be hard to get out. And LA is hard to get out of.
Yeah, I think I did like a hop on, hop off bus there.
Yeah.
She was a baby. And I'm like, so her dad and I are not together now, but we were together then.
Yeah.
So that was like, we just felt like it was like the biggest, at least. Because LA is just like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like it's like made for tourists, and we generally like to travel very not touristy.
Okay. I'd be generally the same myself, yeah.
Have you hitchhiked in Iceland?
I have, yeah. Only the south coast. I went from Reykjavik to the southeast corner. There's like some glacial lagoon where a glacier was shelving off into a lagoon and out to the ocean. And then I turned around and went back to Reykjavik.
Okay. Yeah, so we hitched from Reykjavik to, do you know Fingolid? The tectonic plates? Even though we had been there already, but we didn't know.
Okay.
We didn't realize that we were going to the same place.
Yeah.
And then just to we just hitchhiked and we're just like, hey, where should we go? And this guy was like, oh, I'll take you to this little volcano that you can hike.
Oh, that's cool.
We hiked the volcano and then we hitchhiked back.
Okay. I found hitchhiking in Iceland to be very good, very easy.
Yeah, it's like part of their thing. It is totally a thing there. So.
No, absolutely. And then it's also one of the few places that I found tourists would pick me up. In a lot of places, people that are on vacation, they don't really want to pick up hitchhikers.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're on vacation, they don't want to pick up a stranger. But in Iceland, they would. I think it's like that outdoorsy kind of mentality. Gave them a bit better of they were in the right mindset to pick up a hitchhiker with a backpack on.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pull out a map on my phone so I can get a sense of where I'm going.
Yeah, tell me wherever.
Yeah.
You okay, baby? BBC, look at the trees out your window. Oh my god, that's what happens when I look at trees.
I look at trees all the time.
Well, these are so green, but EBZ, look at the yellow ones. And the
Fall
red
has
ones.
begun. Actually, isn't it the first full day of fall? That's perfect.
Is it? Is today the 21st? Or the 22nd?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the second day?
I don't know what the date is.
Yeah, right. So, Connecticut.
Well, I mean, Connecticut is very big, so if you want to do Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, I'm gonna look it up. Okay.
You can also look at my path, I guess, that my GPS is on.
Oh, okay, yeah. And see which way along the way.
You okay, babe? You okay? You can rest, okay?
It's okay to grab your phone?
Yeah.
I think a Lottie route's good for me, and then I might get out near Hartford or something like that, because I'm trying to stay off right on the eastern seaboard, because it can be hard for hitchhiking. It's just like major city after major city after major city.
Totally.
Which has always been the hardest for me. But yeah, we go onto 90, then onto 84. Yeah, that's good, at least for the while. So I really appreciate the help. This is
I feel like, for me personally, I like love adventures.
yeah.
So I feel like, you know, if I see a hitchhiker,
Yeah.
I'm just like, adventures!
So you've picked up a few people in the past?
No.
Or you just haven't seen many people?
I'm sure I have. I gave someone a ride yesterday saw someone walking in that rainstorm yesterday.
Yes, that was not fun.
And I was like, hi.
Oh, sorry, I didn't recenter it.
No, you're good. I just need to have the sound on.
In 2 miles, take exit 65B toward I-290 West.
Right. Yeah, I was like, hi, do you want to ride? She was like, I was like, don't say no. Like, it literally was like pouring rain. It was so dark
Yeah.
the whole day. And like, I picked her up from school, and like, literally, we got in the car, and like, I saw like the sky started clearing. It was amazing. I was like, 8 hours of rain and darkness.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Like, I started at a service station yesterday, and luckily I could kind of hang out and hitchhike and not get soaked. And then, yeah, by the end of the day, it cleared up beautifully. And I had a few nice hours in the sun, and it was just a big contrast. It's good.
Yeah.
I also had a nice windy, rainy day in Canada, in New Brunswick, where it's just windy and rainy all day in your face.
I have a lot of family there. I've been there a million times. We also did a trip there. Like, we drove there one time.
To which part?
We did.
In half a mile, take exit 65B toward I-290 West.
We did Montreal and Montreal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was super nice.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Come on. Oh, wait.
Take exit 65B.
Stuck my left. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that he switched lanes. Oh, no. Sorry, I talked out loud.
Yeah, at the truck, I think.
Yeah, Montreal, I have been to, but like only with family. Like my aunt has like a summer house there. So we went it was gorgeous. We stayed at this place. What was it called? Something, what is that?
My water bottle's sliding around.
Okay.
This is a me problem.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
But no, Montreal's one of my favorite cities in Canada. So,
Yeah.
it's,
Well, where are you from?
I'm from the far west coast, from Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Vancouver.
You have been? No. No, it's a nice place. Have you been to the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. here, like Washington State, Oregon?
No, actually.
No. I do like it out there. Like the nature just looks a little bit different. It's like
That's it.
Like right on the west coast, it's called like a temperate rainforest, so it rains a lot, but everything's very, very green and very alive, including in the winter. Like we don't have a lot of like hardwoods and trees where they lose their leaves, so it's just
That's
very
cool.
green all the time. And the other nice part, as a Canadian, like we're known to have pretty cold winters, but right on the west coast, the Pacific Ocean keeps it mild, so it barely gets below freezing, it barely snows. A lot of people retire there because they get tired of shoveling the driveway and stuff. And it's one of the few places you can just.
Is it like affordable?
No, not at all. Vancouver's a very, very expensive city to live in, and well, I'm on the island and in a city called Victoria, and it is also very expensive. Beautiful though, but expensive.
So you like grew up on an island?
Yeah, a very large island, but yeah,
That's
an
so
island.
cool.
Yeah. So, I generally like being on islands. They feel like they have a different mentality. Like people think a little bit different there. It seems a little bit more laid back. I don't know what it is about islands, but that's just my
I feel
experience
like
on them.
everyone's dream is to like retire to an island.
Yeah.
I was just talking to my brother yesterday, and he's a lawyer.
Mhm.
Like, he has his own practice, and he works like crazy. And he's just like, whatever, having drama with his kid's school.
Mhm.
And he's like, I just want to like move to like the Caribbean and like go to a tropical island. I'm like, you think you want to live on a tropical island? But like, you'll live there for like a week or two, and then you're gonna be like, I miss being able to like drive 10 minutes for literally anything I need.
Yeah. No, there's some nice things about being close to civilization in big cities and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of things to do. Anything you need, you can get close by. But I do like being in more rural areas. I like a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of space, and a little bit of nature.
Yeah, I mean, so like I said, I grew up in Brooklyn, and then I lived in Boston,
Yeah.
and Brighton. I don't know if you know the difference. For like 7 years,
Yeah.
and this is my first time living out of the city. And my whole life, I was like, I don't want to live in the city long term. I want to live in like the suburbs.
Mhm.
And like, I went back to Brighton last week for like a meeting, and I was like driving down Washington Street, and I was just like, oh, I miss you. Like, the suburbs are nice. I do love that there's nature. I love that there's like frogs everywhere, and like you can see stars at night.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of my biggest things. But at the same time, I'm like, what's up, baby? You okay? She's like, okay. She has an ear infection.
Oh, that's the worst. Have you had one before?
Ever in my life?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. They really suck.
No, yeah, it was just so sad. Like, she woke up at like 11, and she was just like screaming.
Yeah.
And she was also like, she just wanted to sleep so badly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, her eyes were closed, and she literally was just like holding her like, just the whole side of her face, and it was just like, oh. I was like almost crying.
Yeah, no, it's very
I
painful.
was like, tell me what to do. Tell me what I can get you. I tried ice packs. Eventually, like, I literally forced Motrin into her mouth. It was horrible. She was screaming and screaming like I was like trying to like murder her. It was so sad. I was like, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. 20 minutes later, she went back to sleep. So,
Well, hopefully that clears up quickly, because yeah, it's not a fun time. I had an ear infection right before my dad's wedding, and like I just drove myself to the hospital because it was excruciatingly painful for just something to cut the pain a little bit. So yeah, obviously not all ear infections are the same, but
yeah, no, I know. I remember that, like, it's like inside, so you can't like, you know, when you feel like you want to like press on your ear, sort of,
yeah,
like to like ease the pain, but like it's like
Yeah.
inside your
No,
ear,
exactly.
so it's like it's the worst. And like her pediatrician sent in a prescription for amoxicillin, and like got a call from CVS, and they're like, yeah, we ran her insurance, and it says that she's just not covered.
Oh,
Like,
no.
she has no coverage. I'm like, what do you mean she has no coverage? Like, what, she just suddenly doesn't have insurance anymore? Like, what are you talking about?
yeah.
So I have to call them, see what's going on.
And that's just not insurance for medication or for health coverage at all? All? Wow.
Yes, which is really not.
No, that's, yeah.
Like, it's not a joke, you know?
And that's something that scares me about America, is like in Canada we have, you know, socialized medicine, and like if you need to go to the hospital, it doesn't cost anything, which is a huge peace of mind thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
major. So wait, you don't, there's no health insurance?
Yeah, what we don't have is we don't have coverage for dental and optical, so you have to pay for the dentist and going to the optometrist. But if your dental or optical problem is deemed a medical issue, like quality of life, like it is affecting your general health, then it'll be covered. But just for checkups and stuff.
Like if you need like a root canal or something, or like a cavity filled,
I think root canals are still considered like optional for some reason. I don't think they are optional, but like
No.
I think because I know some people that had to pay for them and they're still expensive. Actually, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
My friend the other day, like, literally texted me, like, he said he woke up and he felt like someone, like, punched him, like, in the face. And he had a horrible toothache. I'm like, this is the most random thing I've ever heard from it, like, an adult.
Yeah.
And he ended up eating a root canal. Like, totally random, like, out of nowhere. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm to the dentist.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Me as well. Like, as soon as I wasn't on my parents' insurance for dental, I haven't been to the dentist. I got with the streaming I do. It's probably the weirdest sponsor I've ever had. Is a viewer's wife is a dentist in Norway, and I was hitchhiking in Norway, and he's like, "Hey, I can get you a free dental treatment in Oslo when you go through there. You just have to stream it. You just have to."
That's so funny.
So I got a dental checkup and cleaning in Norway for free, and it was my first dental checkup in years and years and years. And I had a clean bill of health. They said they said floss more, but of course. But
every time I open my bathroom cabinet and I see my flossers, I'm like,
it's just staring at you, disappointing.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I can get air through my teeth, I'm fine. Okay, good.
Yeah, there you go.
Brush my teeth every day.
As you should.
Yeah.
So no, I'm good about brushing, but it's the flossing. I don't know.
I know, why do we
Takes a lot of time.
flossing so much? It's just like a weird thing.
Like it makes sense because like brushing doesn't really get in between the teeth. It's just it's just a pain though.
It's really, they tell you, like, when you floss, it's like, it's really the, like, dumb line, sort of.
Yeah.
I actually was just editing something, and, like, this woman is talking, and she constantly, like, licks, like, runs her tongue over her, like, top teeth, her top gums, like this. And it's, like, aesthetically pleasing.
Like to see someone do that?
Yeah. I'm like trying to take it out as much as I can because it just looks weird. Super weird. So, like, where do you live in between hitchhiking?
So pre-pandemic, I'd be traveling about 10 months of the year because the filming, broadcasting, hitchhiking has become my job.
Like, you do this full time?
Yeah. Since the spring of 2018.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, no, I've hitchhiked in total in about 40 countries. I've been picked up about 1,900 times in my life, and all over the place. It's just something I enjoy doing. I like the spontaneity of it. Like every day is new. You don't know who you're gonna meet, where you're gonna go, what the story is for the day.
Yeah, but like, have you ever had like just not good experience, or like not been picked up, not had a place to like be overnight?
I've slept in weird places. I've had weird people pick me up. I've never had someone pick me up that I felt meant me harm. No, I haven't been kidnapped. So like the more scary ones for me is just like, you know, if you get picked up and you find out someone's actually like drunk or high or something like that, and then their driving is compromised. Like they don't mean me harm. They're just not in the right state of mind, kind of thing. And you do, if you hitchhike enough, you'll run into people in a variety of mental states that probably shouldn't be driving. So one of my rules is I have a conversation before I get in the car. Like you probably noticed, I wanted to have a bit of a back and forth conversation.
Yeah.
Not that
if I was like gonna stab you.
Yeah, and like you can't always tell by sight just what someone's gonna be like. But once they start speaking, you can tell very quickly what their mental state is, generally what type of person they are.
I mean, also like.
Yeah, which is also a rare thing for like. It happens, but people are less likely to pick you up if they have their kid with them because they feel like responsible and like.
I think like she also no sort of like, because me and her dad were both very like, we love adventures, spontaneous adventures, anything like fun. Like I'm the type like you can just take me or put me anywhere and I'll just like make it.
That's a good mentality to have.
Make it an activity. You know what I mean? Like something fun. I don't know. So she knows that.
It's a good way to be. Do you have any like favorite kind of adventures or trips you've been on? Like stand out?
Well, I would say Iceland is probably my favorite trip that I've been on.
Yeah.
It just is, everywhere you look, it's just gorgeous, like literally everywhere. And, holy shit.
Yeah, you actually got a chip there.
Oh my god. Did that just like break my windshield a little?
Yeah, you got a chip. Ken, you just got this car, didn't you?
Literally, I bought it a week and a half ago. On my 29th birthday, it came in a big fat check. I was like, here. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, fuck.
Sorry,
I'm really
that
annoyed
sucks.
right now. How did I even get there? Like, what even? What was that? Sad. Whatever. But I also really, really love China.
Oh, China, interesting.
Like, China is amazing. Not that I've been to the whole China. That would take like.
It is a
years,
huge country,
but,
yeah.
Within Shanghai mostly, and a little outside Shanghai. And one day we just like hopped on like a bullet train and just took it to wherever it went and just got off, explored, and then come back on and went back. China's a really, really cool place. Culture is just like so different. It's just amazing. I don't know. People are really nice too.
Yeah, I've never been there before. It's somewhere I should at some point.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hitchhike there, unless you can hitchhike up on a boat.
So
You'd be like on a kayak, like in the middle of the ocean, like
there's
a sign.
I've hitchhiked on boats, but it's been like some ferries are hitchhikeable. Generally, so there's two different payment schemes ferries have. Some you pay for your car and you pay for every passenger inside. And other ferries you pay for the car and they don't care about who's inside. So if it's the latter, where they don't care how many people are inside, you just pay for the car, then you just hitchhike before the ferry and then they drive you on. And
that's very smart.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, are you going to the ferry?
Yeah, and then it doesn't cost them anything, so you're on for free. But if you walked on, you'd pay a walk-on passenger rate.
Okay, I'm sure it's not that much.
Yeah.
Ferries tend to be like not very expensive.
Because I took one ferry so far on this trip from Newfoundland to Nova Scotia, Canada. It's like a 7-hour ferry though.
Shut up, from Newfoundland to Canada?
Yeah, Newfoundland.
That's so far.
Yeah, it's a long ferry. It's like a whole overnight ferry. And that's like $45 Canadian, so like probably like 35 US or something. So for a walk-on, it's getting a little bit more expensive, but still reasonable. It's a lot more when you drive.
It is more when you drive?
Yeah, a lot more, yeah. I think it's a couple $100.
Yeah, but it's still cheaper than like flying.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Do you ever like, are you ever just like not making it to somewhere and you're like, forget this, like I'm just gonna fly?
I've never given up on a hitchhiking trip, like, and bailed myself out. Generally my mentality is no matter where you are, no matter what you look like, eventually you will get a ride. And if you haven't been picked up yet, you just haven't waited long enough. Like,
that's probably true.
Like, I've waited up to 8.5 hours for a ride.
Shut up.
But I've met people that...
Not in one spot, though.
No, in one spot. Because I was in northern British Columbia, Canada. Like, I was on my way to the Arctic, like, way up north in Canada, and there just wasn't many cars. There weren't many people going the way I wanted to go, so, yeah. It took me that long to find someone going the right way, and that was willing to pick me up. This was in the winter, so it was pretty cold, but I had 2 people come by with coffee and like donuts, being like, I saw you here when I was going to work, and I saw you here when I was coming home, and I figured you could use a hot drink, because it was... I think it's about 0 Fahrenheit out.
So you just like live out of a backpack?
Yeah, it's like a tent. I just camped at that junction where you picked me up.
Yeah.
There was a gas station and Dunkin' Donuts there.
Yeah.
Behind there are some
Mobile?
woods. Yeah.
Behind there are some woods. Yeah, there's woods everywhere.
Yeah, so I
Just
just
don't walk into a swamp.
exactly. So yeah, I just camped in the woods and then got up, had a breakfast sandwich and some coffee, and then made a hitchhiking sign to say I was going to.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were homeless or if you were hitchhiking. I was like, why would a homeless person be standing on the side of this road?
No, because they stand on the off ramp, begging for change, right? Is that what you, like homeless and trying to hitchhike?
No, like homeless, like give me money, you know. I don't know, like homeless and trying to get on my feet. I don't know, you know, like
Well, but an on-ramp's a bad spot to have a sign where you're trying to get people to give you money, right? Because they're accelerating.
Right, exactly. Well, that's why I was a little like, I don't think he's a homeless person,
No.
like, or just someone, you know, struggling. Like, they would be like in town center, maybe like in Acton.
Yeah.
Very town center. It's like the smallest, like, city.
Wait, but people are telling me for the chip, if you stop by like a like a building center kind of place, they might have they can fill the chip and then it won't spread.
Take exit 12A
Yeah.
for I-90, Massachusetts 12 North toward Massachusetts Turnpike, Auburn. Take exit 12A, then keep left.
And it's anything, whether it's a uphill or a syrup. And
She's 4.
oh, that's true. You can tell I don't have
Keep
kids.
left.
I mean, I personally was like swallowing pills since I was probably like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Continue
And
for
also
half a
drinking
mile.
coffee. But I'm the youngest, so she just like refuses to take it, even if she knows that like right now she's doing Montecille and it literally tastes like candy.
Mm.
But she just is like, if it's medicine, she doesn't want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so sad. Like I wish I could like explain to her like that she would understand, but like her brain is just not there yet.
No, that would be kids can't really explain why you have to do something that's unfun, even though it's good for you.
Yeah, like we have a little fish.
Yeah.
His name is Elsa Fish.
Elsa
Shocking.
fish.
Yes. Shocking. We
Keep
also
left at the fort.
play Elsa and Anna.
Like the songs, like
She's just obsessed. No, play. Like,
play. Oh,
Continue
like
on
dress up and
I-90
play?
west for 12
well,
miles.
I don't dress up, but she
Why
puts on her
not? Come
Elsa
on.
dress. I don't have any.
Gotta do it for the
That
children.
would be really funny, actually.
What, to get fully dressed up?
Like, her Elsa dress is not like the dress that Elsa wears. It's like a dress that's like a princessy sort of dress
Okay.
that has a picture of Elsa. Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
it
Like,
has Elsa on it.
it's
Okay.
like a very costumey for kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not made to make her look like Elsa.
Yeah.
But I told her maybe I'll get a nightgown that matches her. She has like a little Ariel nightgown. She doesn't wear pants right now because she only wears dresses.
Oh, in the princess phase.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where do you pick this up? Because like she doesn't pick it up by me. She doesn't pick it up by her dad. But I guess enough Disney movies and Friends. I don't know. It's like funny. I didn't want her to be like the girly girl, only wants girl things, doesn't, you know, like, oh, that's for boys. I'm like, no, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, I only want girl music.
So she just came into that naturally.
Yeah, it's weird. She literally will not wear pants, even pajamas.
Wow.
She only wears, got her this nightgown. She only wears it. And like, but like I need to wash it sometime, you know? So I'm gonna get her another one.
I was curious, you said you work in video editing. What kind of editing do you do?
I mean, usually whatever the client needs. I do some video production also, like I have a shoot in a couple of weeks at a cannabis greenhouse.
Oh, okay.
It's actually my second shoot there.
Yeah.
The first shoot was when they were building the greenhouse.
Yeah.
So it was like for the company building the greenhouse and also the weed company, whatever we want to call it, the cannabis company. So this, and now it's operational. So
And is this all freelance, or you work for a company?
no, I have my own company.
Oh, you have your own company. Okay.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's not really like big or anything like that, but I work for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for that, like, you know, I have a videographer that I use quite a bit. It's really, really great.
Yeah.
And we're also going to do some drone footage. And then I'm going to put it together. Probably ends up with a couple of videos. I sort of assume.
And did you study for that, or you just had an interest in it?
So I actually went to school for media, it was for media production, but it was really mostly music.
Yeah.
Because I've been a singer my whole life, and I've always been very, very invested in music. I was a vocal coach for like 6 or 7 years. Been in a bunch of like productions, I guess. So it was mostly music production, but like we did post-production like the last semester a little bit. And then like when I finished, it was like music production is like obsolete basically.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has like home studios. You know, it's super easy now.
Yeah.
Basically to produce music.
Yeah, you can make really good music at home just with just the laptop, and that's it.
Yep.
Or you have the potential to be able to. You still need the knowledge and the skill, but
Well, yeah, I mean,
the
like
tools are there.
even like GarageBand. GarageBand is a great GarageBand's a great program for like what's the word, like not necessarily on a professional level,
Mm-hmm.
but like for an amateur you know, music production, like it really is, and it's very easy to use, very easy to learn, especially now with things like TikTok.
Yeah.
People have like their own songs that they like produce themselves at home, put it on TikTok, goes viral the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, do you want to hear the funniest thing?
Of course.
This is so random. It just like the conversation was just yesterday, so I think it's really, really funny. So I grew up Orthodox Jewish,
Yep.
and when I was growing up, there was this choir, this boys' choir called Miami Boys Choir, and we were. By the way, if you need to like hear or get a drink or anything, like let me know.
Okay, I'll let you know. I'm good though.
So we were not allowed to play them in my house because my dad hates boys choirs. He calls them the screeching boys choir. He just can't stand like their voices.
Okay.
Because they're like prepubescent.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So apparently, and I haven't heard about them in years. Last I heard about them, I was probably in high school.
Yeah.
So they sort of just like faded away. And then all of a sudden, so I don't have any social media. I don't have TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. But apparently, I don't know if they made a TikTok or someone else. I don't know. Someone like uploaded a couple of their like clips from some of their videos of like their concerts from like back in the day.
Yeah.
Like probably like 2007 or something. And like they're wearing like these satin button-down shirts and they used to like they would sell out concerts.
Oh.
Like they were really popular.
Yeah.
And they just like were trending or something or viral. I don't know what the difference is on TikTok. And like and to me and like my siblings and my friends, it's like what? Like why would Miami Boys choir be like trending?
It's a strange kind of content to be trending on.
It's so random.
So you're talking like 15 years ago, recorded boys choir trending on
people are like
social media in 2022.
About them.
Oh, okay. So they're like,
people are making videos doing. You know how it's like really in now to do these like cool dances.
Yeah.
People are doing like the dances, or they're just like listening to the song like on headphones, and they're like, "Yes, Benjamin, yes." Like, who are you? It is the most random thing. Someone did. He was like doing the dance that the kids were doing, which is like shuffle to the right, shuffle to the left. And he's like and it's a Hebrew song. And he writes in the bottom like, I really hope this song is appropriate in Hebrew. And he's like doing the song and it's like appropriate. Like the song is about like the Messiah coming. Like Messiah's gonna come and like redeem us. That type, like very religious Hebrew songs. And this guy's like, I hope this song is appropriate in Hebrew. It is more
In 2 miles,
appropriate.
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 78.
So you don't use any social media? Do you have like a website? How do you promote your?
I do have a website.
Yeah.
Usually my work is like by just like word of mouth, I guess, or like referrals. It happens to be that I actually wasn't doing a lot of work over the last couple of months because of whatever, like moving and like getting divorced and like just not functioning like a normal human, basically. So I wasn't really working that much.
Yeah.
But now I'm sort of starting again. And like, of course, like I start on this like really big project, and then like the same day, like this repeat client reaches out to me and is like, hey, I want to do a video. And I'm like, of course you do. Like I just picked up a really big client, so.
Oh, that's nice.
So it's like, of course you want to do it right now, you know?
For I-84 toward Hartford, Connecticut.
That's the hard thing with running your own business, right? Like you're not guaranteed a paycheck, right? You only earn as much as the business you can find.
Yeah.
So it's like feast or famine kind of thing, depending on the work you can find, right?
Use the right 2 lanes to take
And I
exit
also
78.
try to work with people who like tend to be on a budget.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I just feel like it's just, I don't know, I guess I just want to be a resource for people who don't have, you know, tens of thousands of dollars to pay for someone, you know, top tier. So I think like, you know, my rates are very fair, I think. I did have socials for my business, but I like couldn't even like Instagram on my phone. I just have to like delete it. And
Yeah.
Facebook also. I've never even used Facebook, but I had it like for work stuff, and I just like deleted it. It's just like so toxic, everything.
Yeah, no, I agree with that on Facebook. I used it in like grade school. As soon as I graduated high school and stuff like that, I got rid of. Well, I don't use social media that much, even though social media is my job. I do the broadcast. I broadcast on Twitch TV, and then I barely ever do anything else. To people's complaints, though, you should post on Instagram more. You should post on Twitter more. You should do this more. It would be better for your channel. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to.
Yeah. Do you like you stream? You do like a live stream?
Yeah. So it's tough when I get people to pull over. I'm like, what's the best way I can say this in like one line? Because people don't understand the word live streaming. The average person that pulls over doesn't know live streaming at all.
If it's someone like, how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, so I feel like someone like around like our age.
Our age, yes, yeah. So I guess I could cater that towards the demographic that pulls over, but the average person that pulls over is a middle-aged or older guy that used to hitchhike before, somewhere back in the day.
No way.
Is the most common demographic, I'd say, and they haven't heard of streaming. So I say live video documentary because it's live, it's video, and I'm documenting what it's like to hitchhike, and that's been the whole purpose of the stream, is to just show people what it's like to hitchhike. And since it's live and unedited, it is. I think it's an authentic way to show it, because you can't cut it in a way to make it seem like something it isn't. Yeah. I can't add my bias to it. If I think hitchhiking's cool, I can't edit it to make it seem fun and exciting and all that.
What was like your favorite hitchhiking experience?
Hitchhiking through Japan was extremely unique, and I think hitchhiking is the best way. If you're somewhere for a short amount of time, I think it's the best way to get a sense of the culture of a place, because you usually get picked up by local people, and beyond that, it's fairly common that people will be like, hey, like it's near the end of the day, do you want to just come back to our place, stay for the night, have dinner?
People ask you that?
Yeah.
It's so nice.
No, it is so nice. You see the best of people while you're hitchhiking. So hitchhiking through rural Japan in that kind of way was New Zealand was also good for hitchhiking.
Shut up, yeah. You've been everywhere.
I've been a few places, but I've been traveling, since I was 19 I started hitchhiking, and I'm 28 now, so it's been 9 years. And then it's a very inexpensive way of traveling, so even pre-streaming, it being my job, I'd work for like half the time travel, half the time work, half the time travel, half the time, because hitchhiking's free, sleeping in a tent is free, it's just food, entertainment, incidentals.
Are you like cold sometimes when you're sleeping in a tent?
Like, I'm Canadian, so I'm like cold-blooded, but no, I have decent gear, so if you have an okay tent, an insulated sleeping pad, and a decent sleeping bag that fits kind of the climate you're going through, you can make yourself be comfortable in the cold. In fact, I hate the heat because you can't do anything about it. Like, if you're outside and it's hot out, there's no escaping it. In fact, I was kind of happy. Like today, I think the high is only like 13, the low is like 6. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking Canadian Celsius. I don't even know what that is in Fahrenheit.
I think it's like a high of like 55 today or something.
So like a crisp fall feeling day, right?
Yeah.
And I love these conditions. One, there's no bugs. Like, bugs go away when it's like that fall kind of cold temperature. Generally, well, you just don't get like the biting insects like the mosquitoes.
I was just gonna say. So where I live, there's a swamp right behind, like the parking lot.
Yeah.
Dude, the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't see my legs right now, but they're like all healing now, but covered in mosquito bites.
Yeah.
Totally covered.
That's one of the times I hate hitchhiking, is I'm standing on the shoulder trying to catch a ride, and then you're just getting attacked by mosquitoes and black flies and stuff like that. It's just like, that mentally makes it not fun at all.
I got this like bracelet thing.
Yeah.
And it actually really seems to work.
Does it? Because like I've tried a few of like the different methods of repelling mosquitoes.
Citronella candle around with you.
Yeah, I even tried. There's like this really good thermostat and stuff like that, and then mosquitoes were flying right through the smoke from the thermocell and stuff like that, which is supposed to be like one of the best ways to get rid of mosquitoes. And the only thing I found that works really well is just a high percentage DEET. And I'm like, I'm probably cutting a few years off my life from like, you know, the chemical exposure, but you know what? I'm not getting bit right now, and to me, that's all that matters right this moment.
I have a friend who works like literally in nature. I don't exactly know what he does.
Yeah.
I should probably ask him like what his title is, but like just for an example, like yesterday, like they got called to like a tree that had some kind of worm inside. I don't know, that like that kills the tree. And like the worms come from somewhere really far. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe Asia or something.
Yeah.
And they literally like go through the veins of the tree and like suck all the life out of it, literally.
Yeah.
And it takes like years for the tree to actually die. And I don't know, to kill these worms, they put some sort of wasps in the tree, and the wasps lay their eggs on the worms, and then the larva.
Welcome to Connecticut.
Thank you.
We're already in Connecticut. Look at us go.
The larva like eats the worm, something like that. They weren't able to save that tree, but anyway, I was like, okay, you would know this. How do I get the mosquitoes to stay away from me? And he was like, DEET.
Yeah. It actually works, but yeah, it's not known to be the best for you. In Canada we have something like that. It might be a different thing killing the trees, but it's like a mountain pine beetle, I think they call it. And it's some kind of beetle that burrows in and ends up killing the trees. And like you'll see entire parts in Western Canada where all the trees, they're like evergreen trees, they're always green, but they're dying, so they turn orange and lose all their leaves. And like they try to make the best of it. Like they use still use the wood for construction and stuff like that, even though it's got like, you know, it's a little holy. It still has structural integrity, so they'll use it for different bits, and then replant the forests and try to control the beetle population. I think it's gotten better though, but because this was like
really funny, but it's like funny because like it's bugs.
You wouldn't think that would be
You wouldn't think that they could like fell a tree.
Yeah, it's
I hate bugs so much.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at a map again, thinking about where I need to get out.
That crack would spread, you think?
A lot of times they do. This might sound weird, but it's like a live broadcast, and someone in here said they were like an insurance adjuster, and they said if you have comprehensive insurance, they'll probably fill it for free, but once it spreads and if they have to replace the windshield, then you end up having to pay. So if you can, I don't know what type
have the insurance.
Okay, then you can probably get it filled for free, and then it won't spread. I think that's what they were saying.
It's just like so my like luck.
Yeah.
Just very my type of. I do have really good insurance, so like my insurance, they paid me more than I paid for my car.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So this is a 2012 Rogue.
Yeah.
And I had a 2012 Rogue. Just a different color. And then, so they covered my rental, which was a 2022 Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Driving like a brand new car. Oh, so nice.
So did it hurt to go back to a 10-year-old car? Or?
I like came in and everyone was like, oh, how's it feel, you know, compared to your old one? I'm like, I just drove a brand new car for like 2.5 weeks. Like, don't talk to me yet. Let me get used to this one and then come back to me.
Yeah.
Which is so nice. Like, you forget that a car can like accelerate without like noise.
Mm-hmm. Like, part of me, so my first car was a 1990 Toyota Corolla.
Nice.
And there's something that I kind of...
1990.
Yeah, so old. Yeah, it was like really boxy, like that old 90s look for like sedans and stuff like that. But I kind of loved the thing.
Was it like that beigeish, goldish color?
This one was like gray silver.
Okay, awesome.
In like decent condition for, at the time, being a 20-year-old car. Now it's a 30-year-old car, but you know, getting a bit older now. And I kind of like the old car where you can feel every bit of vibration when you put your foot on the gas pedal. You can almost like feel the tires on the ground. Like if it's kind of snowy on the ground, like you can feel every tire and how much traction it has.
Or
and when
lack thereof.
Yeah, or lack thereof. And when I'm braking, I can feel how much traction I've got. Where like modern cars, they're so insulated, you can't hear anything, you can't feel anything. It's like a go-kart. It's just go, stop, go.
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, when I was driving I do look outside a lot, especially like when it's really pretty, especially next to water. Like I cannot resist.
Yeah.
You know, like the sun reflecting off it. It just I don't know. So on that other car, like it's so smooth and it's so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like glance out the window and like the car would just be like veering somewhere and like you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Because like there's no like you don't even, like you said, like you can feel the car.
Yeah.
Like you can like, you know, you just feel it.
Yeah.
But like there's nothing to feel. It's so smooth.
And then some of those cars even will help you out in that, and they'll like have lane assist, and it will like try to stop you from leaving your lane.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. I got picked up by a commercial truck 2 days ago, and a lot of them have a ton of stuff like that now. Like if he drove onto the white line, it would have this super loud like bah. And
right, because it's a truck, so
yeah.
it has to be very aggressive.
Yeah, so it was loud, but like I think the trucking companies get better insurance rates if they have a lot of these things. They also have like a radar up front, and it tracks how far you follow behind a car, and if you follow too close, then it beeps at you as well. And then for some companies, if you get a certain number of beeps in a certain amount of time, then you get a call from dispatch, and they'll be like, yeah, you need to like get your driving in order because this is dangerous and you're going to affect our insurance rates.
That's crazy.
Apparently some of them even have cameras pointing facing the driver that the dispatch can like tune into to make sure you're not like on your phone or stuff like that. And I'm like, that's a step too far with that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I actually like just yesterday was marveling at like this huge truck that was backing me into like a parking lot or something, and like I was just watching him go and like pull a little out forward and then, you know, back up, and like there's other cars parked there, and I was just like, how do you do that? Like,
It's impressive.
for real.
Yeah.
It looked so scary.
Yeah.
Like I would just crash into everything. Can I actually ask you a favor?
Yeah, sure.
So usually I have like my little tote bag on this seat, but I put it in the back.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see it has like little balls on it. I just have a water bottle in there.
Yeah, sure.
You don't want. And a lot
It's this
of
one, right?
snacks. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. If you want these snacks.
No, it's all good.
My family gets like not annoyed at me, but I basically like if I'm driving. Today's trip is gonna take me like 6 hours minimum,
Yeah.
and like I won't eat, and then like I'll get like tired or whatever. Basically just have like snacks available because it's like the best way to keep yourself awake.
No, absolutely. Like,
Thank you.
you just want it in the cup holder, or oh, you got it.
Thank you so much.
the most connected I felt with my body and like my caloric intake, whether it's water and food, is my pandemic activity rather than hitchhiking was to do long distance bicycle touring. And so I rode across Canada, I rode through southeast US, I did Europe. All summer I spent with my partner riding a tandem bike from France to Norway. But it's crazy how much you're affected by what you eat. Like, if I've been riding for a couple hours and I haven't really been eating enough, like I just start to feel slow and sluggish, and I just have like some sugar, like a couple donuts and something like that, and you just feel all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, just like a surge of energy back into your body, and you're like, okay, I'm good to go again. When you're doing something physical like that, your body responds so well to like sustenance like that. It's cool to experience.
I didn't realize how much, like, she was being super cranky, let's say, and like I know she hasn't eaten anything today, and she's just been refusing to eat because she's not feeling well.
Yeah.
And like I know, like, A, she's not feeling well, so she's, you know, cranky, but B, like, she hasn't eaten anything. It's like, you know, your kid is not feeling well when you offer them like brownies and they're just like, no.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Whoa, look at that lane. So shiny and new.
And then we're on they've scraped this one down. They're going to resurface this at some point in the future.
Yeah.
It's just, when will they do that?
That might probably.
The chip? Yeah, that's what I would do too.
Call your dad?
Yeah.
My dad is like me. You know what? I'm going to a mechanic. Like, that's where I'm going.
Oh, they'd be able to recommend something.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Oh, that's very helpful.
Do you mind if I call my dad?
Yeah, I'll just mute this when you're on a call. Yeah. Do you want me to help? sounds like a fun family dynamic.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the youngest of 7.
Oh, really? Okay, big family.
Yeah. Everyone is so different. But like, so last year, my parents are like 2 months apart. And last year, I made them, so all my siblings like chipped in to help.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I obviously put it together. We made them a video. It ended up being like 32 minutes long or something, with like songs that we like grew up on,
Mm-hmm.
or songs that are like family jokes. Like there's this song, "Yes, We Have No Bananas,"
Mm-hmm.
that like no one else knows, but like my dad loves it, and like he always like sang it and stuff. So like that was in it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, some Queen and a bunch of Broadway stuff. We love Broadway. And like, it was all just, we like changed all the lyrics. So it was all like family inside jokes.
Yeah.
I think I probably have watched it like 10 times through. It is, every time I watch it, I just laugh so hard. And like, I feel like every time I find something else, I'm just like, oh my god, like I remember that. Or like, you know, this is super nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think I'd be skilled enough to put a video like that together. Like I do like videography, but I don't do the editing.
Yeah.
It's difficult. It's a skill for sure.
It's funny because sometimes people are like, oh, you're a video editor? Like, take a look at my GoPro stuff or stuff. I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, because for me, what they're trying, they'll be like, I tried to do it, but like it was so lost. And I know, like, for them, like, it's really difficult. And for me, it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, for me, it's so very basic.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, yeah, like if it's something that wouldn't be like, you know, very time consuming, I'm like, sure, like I'm happy enough.
Yeah. So that was one of the things we wanted to essentially cut down the stream feed into like easily consumable 10 to 20 minute videos, because not everyone can watch. Like an average day of hitchhiking is like 10 to 15 hours of broadcast, which is a lot to watch, and most people can't watch that. So it'd be good to cut it down to, you know, 10 to 20 minutes.
I feel like, why didn't people just like go on and watch whatever they feel like it?
Yeah, but you might want to see, like, at the end of your day before bed, just an easily consumable short thing of what was the day like, where did you start, who picked you up, and where did you end up, anything interesting that happened. It's just like a lot of hours to cut through to cut that down into something like that, because a lot of people will skim through, they'll kind of just go through the whole VOD and
Wait, so are you talking about like not as a live stream, you're talking about afterward?
Yeah, so like maybe people that like watching the live stream but couldn't catch it that day.
Oh, okay.
Something so they can just catch up and see what they missed, without having to watch the whole VOD, or just kind of like skim through minute by minute, or, you know, 10 minutes later, and just see what happened. But yeah, it's we've tried to do it a few times, but it's hard because it takes a lot of time to skim through all that and pick the video that you want to keep, and then edit it into something that people would enjoy watching. Sorry, I'm still looking at a map because we're coming up to Hartford, and I'm thinking of staying on Interstate 84, and you're going south on 91, so I have to think about where we're getting at.
What do you do, like, literally on the side of the highway? Like, let's say, like, this?
It would be
a rest stop, or?
Yeah, it would be illegal for me to just be on the highway.
Really?
So I either have to be at a rest stop or get off at an exit and then hitchhike at a spot like where you found me.
Rude.
I was standing right in front of a sign like that says once I walk past that, I'm not allowed to be a pedestrian past there. So yeah, that's usually the situation. So yeah, it is a mess of highway junctions coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give me like enough warning or whatever.
Yeah,
it is.
I'm trying to do it right now. I got distracted, but I'm like,
Wait, so you say you have a partner, so what does your partner do while you're, like, if you're always hitchhiking in different places and going different countries?
so she joined me on a trip through the summer. We were cycling though on a tandem bicycle. But other than that, she's back at home working. She just started doing her own streaming.
Also
she's
hitchhiking?
No, she's just streaming back at home right now. She'll just do like some arts and crafts stuff, some walking around where we live streams. Sorry, Manchester. Just need to make a decision here pretty soon, so I'm just doing a map thing right now. If it's safe, can you get over into the right lane and exit up here? But only if you have time to do it. If not, if you don't have time, it's okay. Not this. Sorry, okay, no.
Nope.
Yeah. It's just a spaghetti of junctions, so I really cannot see. It is so many different things, and I do not know the situation here. Yeah, and then you'll have to get over south to get on 91.
My GPS will lead me.
Okay. So when your GPS is routing, you can see what it's trying to do, but when you're just looking at from a top-down view of all the spaghetti of interchanges, it's like, well, where am I supposed to go? Yeah.
You'll have to like tell me your.
I have a card.
You have a card.
Yeah, my girlfriend made one for me, so yeah, I quite like it. It's descriptive. My old ones that I made myself, I like them because I set my title as professional hitchhiker, which I thought was funny.
Professional what?
Hitchhiker. Because it's technically my job, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna declare myself a professional.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't throw your trash out your window. It's so.
Yeah, I hate seeing that.
Like, I can't even imagine doing that. Ugh. Want me to go to the next exit?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know if you'll miss your 91 South is the problem.
Wait.
Because
58 or 57?
The next exit would help me.
Okay.
I just want to make sure you're able to get where you need to go.
Don't worry about me. GPS will take me.
Okay.
It won't be longer than like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, alright. Well, I appreciate it.
Anyway, she's like, really, maybe we'll do like a bathroom stop or something. She's like,
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-84.
Next change 21, just subscribe.
Wait, are you staying on Interstate 84?
Next change 21.
Thought you're going on 91. No, you're going. Okay, that's good.
Keep left to stay on I-84.
Yeah, she's gonna yell at you for a second.
Continue on I-84
where am I
for
going?
half a mile.
Wherever it's easy for you to pull out, I'm just gonna be going back onto the on-ramp and hitchhiking from there. So,
let's see. I'm gonna go this way.
but yeah, if you went straight, you can probably U-turn in there and head back out.
Hello, beautiful girl. Did you have a good nap?
Oh, you got a green light.
In a quarter
It just
mile,
says
turn right
this way.
Silver Lane.
So if it's safe, I might just get out on the shoulder here.
Like,
Yeah.
you should over here.
Just so I don't get out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, are you sure this is safe?
Yeah.
Oh.
For me, it'll work. I just want to make sure I don't get you out on some weird junction. But thank you so much for the lift. I really appreciate you helped me get way down the road.
Can I like take a selfie with you or something?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
being a celebrity.
I don't think so, but I'll take it. I'll take that as a compliment.
What's your name again?
Trevor. Yeah. And yours? Because you had a unique name. I like it.
Hanala.
Hanala. I don't think I've ever met someone named Hanala.
Good morning.
Alright,
How are
let's get
you?
the card.
Feeling okay? Yeah? You took a selfie? Yeah? Oh, good stretch.
Alright.
Oh, yeah,
time.
card. Thank you.
And that's where you can find all my information.
Pitch. Ooh.
Twitch.tv
Oh,
forward
wow,
slash
these are
hitch.
really fancy.
Right? I know. I use my old business cards are very utilitarian. Like, this is what I do. Here's the link. That's it. Hers are like aesthetic.
Yeah, they're really nice.
All right, but thank you so much for the lift.
My pleasure. Good luck. I hope you
have a
make
great
it
rest
to
of your trip.
LA safely.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'll just grab the bag from the back or the trunk, and I'll be out of here. And hopefully you can get your windshield fixed without too much problem. Okay. Alrighty.
You have everything?
I certainly hope so. I think so. I'll check here.
Have your water bottle?
Yes, I do. Did you want that back here in the back, or are you
No,
good
no,
having it
no.
there? Okay.
There's my
All right,
thing.
cool. All right, but yeah, have a great rest of your trip. And thanks again. All right, see ya. All right, great success. So we're gonna try and stay on 84 West. She's going 91 South, is what we're doing here. 91 South takes us back to the coast. And I really don't want to be on the coast here. It's too much population, too many cities. So we're in Hartford, Connecticut, if I'm saying that right. I feel like I pronounce a lot of American places incorrectly, but I also feel like Americans pronounce their places like strange at times. Alright. And the on-ramp's just here on the right. So when people merge right there, that'll be the on-ramp. See how much traffic I get. Like I don't know what type of traffic I'm gonna get here. I didn't get a good look at like what type of cars would be taking it, but hopefully it's okay. I think I need a new sign though, unfortunately. I think I need to tell people, because there's an absolute spaghetti network of highways, interstates and all that up here. And it would be helpful for drivers to know where the heck I'm going. Just keep the west. Yeah, I could just keep the west, just fold over the Interstate 90 part. Sorry, now it's on for 10 minutes. This is a spot, like a lot of times I don't even bother, and for the first like, ooh, an apple. Oh. Several days of the trip I didn't even make a sign, I didn't even have any cardboard, because like there's one way the road goes. So if you're driving the direction I'm standing on, then we're going in the right direction. But this is there's a lot of intersecting highways here around Hartford, so I think it would be very helpful to have a sign. But on the right up here is where I'll be doing my business. But I'm gonna walk up here to get off the side of the busy road here. And there's some businesses on the left. I'm gonna sit there and look at I stepped on some glass. Look at a map and see what kind of ride I'm looking to try and get. You're in my town. I don't think I've ever stopped in Hartford. I could be wrong. I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize. I think that's the on-ramp. Yeah, over there is. I'm just not going there quite yet because I have to decide what I want to do. It'll probably be a decent on-ramp. Oh no. It might smell for a second here. Hold your breath. So yeah, I'll be going over there. They have the classic no pedestrians, motorbikes, motor scooters or bicycles sign. So we can't walk past that, but I wouldn't want to walk past it anyway. I'll just sit somewhere over here. I'm just down here in the shade. I'll have a sit for a moment. Okay, we'll chill here for a moment and I'll figure out what I want to do. All tangled up. Alright, you go there for a second. Okay. That was good. Got a few miles down. Some nice conversation. She was very nice. Very pleasant to talk to. Okay, so we are Eastern Hartford, Connecticut, at an on-ramp. The nice thing about this on-ramp is I think most people will be at least on 84 a little bit, but maybe just into the city, some of them. Okay, you guys are kind of far away. Will I be able to will this work? Sorry, I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at here.
Total 500 cheers, 200 bits. Come visit not too far from here.
Oh god. The glare though. The glare though. No? This phone's supposed to have a... No, okay, it's not working. Disregard. Just going to show you the type of interchanges we're looking at here, which are just a disaster. There's just an absolute disaster of highway interchanges. I'm intimidated. So for a second it was chaotic, yeah. Let me see our reflection. I know, I was looking at what you saw and there wasn't much to see. So yeah, probably just the west would work. If I just fold away the Interstate 90 part. 84 to Scranton is, yes, that's what I'm looking at doing. Is head out 84 west to Scranton. And I think I have actually done that before. But actually this is nice because I don't have to do any more hitchhiking in Massachusetts, right? Yeah. Because 90 would have kept us in Massachusetts for a long time, but now we're into Connecticut. And I didn't have any problems hitchhiking in Connecticut. 84 to 81? Wait, where's 81? 84, Scranton, and southwest. Oh, and 81 there. To 80. Oh, 81. Where's 81 go down to? Harrisburg. On to 76 west. Should be okay. Yeah, 80 or 81. 80's more straight west. 81 kind of goes southwest, which would be ideal. Probably depending on the rides. Maybe 4 to 955. What is that? Anyway. Best bet is Route 69. I've hitchhiked on Interstate 69. I made a sign and everything. That's a good one. Should make a San Diego sign. That's so far away. I'm wearing too many layers. It's a little bit aggressive. So that's warmed up a bit. What was it? I-69? Indiana, north to Michigan. I think I did that. Ooh, this is my mic. If you had some going all the way, would go? No. It's too far. I'd go with them for a bit, but I'd get out after a day at the latest. Mix it up, or we do 80 all the way to California. Our problem, I got dirt in my sleeve. Our problem with the interstates going straight west from whereabouts we are right now is they'll most likely go through Nevada or Idaho, and it's illegal to hitchhike in both those states. So I'm probably going to head quite a bit south and cross through Arizona, because it's like Nevada and Idaho create this shield blocking me from the west coast, and the only way through is to get a ride straight through one of those states or go south below them through Arizona. So I'm probably doing that because we're going to San Diego anyway. We got to get to the southwest corner of the US. I need some water. Could do view rides only trip at some point. The range pickups only. Yeah, I think if you set a specific trip to not be like hitchhiking, but to be, you know, a viewer rides trip to see how far, how fast you could get through probably the United States, because it's my biggest, my highest percentage of viewers are in the United States. So it'd be interesting to see if I could like go coast to coast just from viewer rides. Get a ride from St. George, Utah to Cali. Wouldn't I be going through Nevada? So I'd have to get a ride all the way through the entire state without stopping? Put my sweater away. St. George is not far from California? Is it? I'd have to look, but like, I want to get to the southwest corner anyway, so to me it makes sense to already be heading south. And I do like the southern U.S. Like, I like New Mexico, I like Arizona. I've hitchhiked through there a couple times before. It's windy today, though. I'll take the wind over the rain. We're at 12 o'clock. I think it's around 1. One of my networks runs out. I run 24-hour day passes right now, which is a pain in the butt. And I can't reload them until they expire. So the internet just has to cut out before I can actually get it back going again. It's a pain in the butt, because my Verizon SIM just never showed up. Whew, that's a good guess. 2 weeks seems so far away, but no, he said quick once he's out of the city. Yeah, Midwest should be good. Like, I have to average about 200 miles a day, 300-ish kilometers. That's very attainable on average doing interstate hitchhiking. You'll get some long distance rides. I think it's highly likely I'll get, like, you know, a day of like 500 miles, 800 kilometers, which is worth, you know, 2.5 days of what I have to do on average, right? So just do a couple shout outs. Snowman with the 200 bits, thank you very much. Come visit me, not too far from you. Whereabouts? Max Shady with the Prime, thank you very much. Welcome to the Twitch Hackers. Wombat with the 3-month reset, appreciate it. Lala Carpe Diem with the 3-month reset, thank you very much. Honda Baby with the Prime, thank you for that. I'm going back 2 hours, just I was in the car, right? So Keith with the Prime, welcome to the Twitch Hackers. Ophona with the 13 months, FC War with the 2 months, Mike with the 15-month Prime, and Sick Reality with the 100 bits. That was back when I was hitchhiking, I think, so we're good. I need more than 200 a day now, but not that much more. Actually, yeah, what are we at today, Swaggy? How many miles have we done? Anyway, in the meantime, while we're so we used this one to get that ride, but if we just go like that, here you go. Now we're just going west. Easy, right? Yeah. It's kind of now it looks kind of like a derpy sign. Like, it's just not very exciting. Nice sign. kind of sign. Kind of hard to read. Why is it hard to read? It's legible enough. I'm gonna eat this candy bar first, and then we're gonna go and hitchhike. That seems like a good idea to me. I'm gonna use this as a butt pad. So if anyone gets given this sign, because I give away my signs if someone wants them, or I recycle them eventually, they can know that I used it as a cushion once. My butt has been here. This is a gift from St. John. Does this turn off? Don't fart on it. Oh, that just increases the value. Rotten Rat with the 2-month Twitch Prime resub. Thank you for that. So have your Texas sign from 2018? Oh, this is Miss Texas. Oh, you got a new name. Well, I'm happy you still got the sign. Good to see you, Miss Texas. I don't think I've ever had a Wonder Bar. It's good though. Got like some caramel, some kind of biscuity-ness in there. I'm in. Candy bar, are you 80? Like, is it still a chocolate bar if most of it's not chocolate? What would you guys call this? Yeah, look at all these people saying candy bar. I'm not the only one. Unless we're all 80-year-olds here. What if I got in the on-ramp like this and I'm just like, my west sign like this? Never have you ever seen such a relaxed hitchhiker before. I have been tempted sometimes on like really slow on-ramps. If I had like a nice lightweight like camping chair, I do have one, I just never bring it because it's still just annoying to bring. I think it's some kind of hawk or eagle. Nice. You just plunk it down on the side of the shoulder, get a little cooler, no alcoholic beverages, well, you're staying sober, but like have some nice cold drinks. Sit in a nice comfy chair and go. It's the way to do it. Surprised that lady picked you up? Yeah, I think, what did I say in the past, like, it's maybe like 15-20% of the people that pick me up are women. So it is it's not uncommon, but it's a lower percentage of the demographics of people that pick me up. What is that? It's a Wonder Bar. Should you have a kid in the car too? Yes, and that's the more rare thing then. Like, a woman picking me up is less common than the guy, but still fairly common. A woman and child is a very rare kind of demographic of car to get into. But as Technotoast was saying there, that my second ride of the trip, still in the greater St. John's area, was a mom and child in the car as well. So we've actually had 2 of our rides, at least. Have we had any other kids? At least 2. Did Swaggy say how far we went in that ride? Ah. No, I got. Oh. Got chocolate, melted chocolate on my phone. I don't want that on my phone. No. No. Brian Lillibridge with the 6-month resub. Okay, where's my mic? Why is this? Did I turn the speaker off? I must have.
Just subscribe. Thank you.
Dylan Chan, thank you for the for subscribing. Welcome to the Twitch hikers. Dang it. Some caramel on your bottom lip? Probably. That's okay. Wait, East Coast, my kid would have loved to have been in the car when I drove you to the border. He'd have told his whole class the next morning. I'm sure you would have. You had links for the lift back then. So yeah, East Coast Repat took me, it was like a 15-minute ride. We weren't too far from the border, but he picked me up. Took me within like 100 meters of the border. So I walked across that night. Took me 25 minutes to cross. U.S. border can sometimes be difficult because I don't lie to them, so I tell them I'm hitchhiking. As I say, they ask you where you're going. San Diego. That's really far. How are you getting there? I'm hitchhiking. Then they hate that answer. Then they have to ask me a million questions. I have to show my bank account. I have to show my convention tickets. I have to show a return flight. I have to show a bunch of things. But I had good answers to the rest of their questions.
Pixie Bella just subscribed with Twitch Prime. 10 months and I get a new badge too. I'm really enjoying these hiking trips.
Pixie Bella, thank you for the 10 months. 10 months to get a new badge.
Was it 10 months? Subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you.
You got a new one? That's good. Thank you for the 10 months, Pixie Bella. And a lovely gem with the 22 months. Getting close to 2 years there. Thank you for the fun. Glad you're having fun. I'm having fun as well. It's about time I get back out there, though. What is it, about noon? Yeah. Let's try to get through Hartford at least before rush hour. We got hours, but yeah. My west sign kind of makes me sad. It's not the nicest looking sign. I like having nice signs. I feel like it helps. And like, I feel like if you have a messy looking sign, then it might do more harm than good. We got Ice Rolly with the Prime and Enshem with the 2-month resub.
Just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Excuse me.
Shem75 just resubscribed for 2 months.
It's pretty normal, sure you can support yourself. But yeah, just like if you're crossing the border and you're doing very normal stuff, most people don't have to show their bank account to get across, but because I'm hitchhiking, their concern is I have no money, and that's why you'd be hitchhiking, because it's, free transportation, right? So it all makes sense. It's just I've had to spend a lot of time at U.S. borders before because they seem to ask a lot more questions than anywhere else I've been to. So they use it. There's probably someone going back up to 90. But I'm not trying to go back up to 90. I'm trying to stay on 84 right now. Really, anywhere west helps. I just want to get west away from the East Coast. Let's put this temporarily here. Okay. Hello. Sorry. Adjusting myself. All right. So I just have to cross this street and see how easy or not easy that would be. Ooh, that's a nice cable. Hello. Goodbye.
Time Girl 237 just resubscribed for 12 months.
Oh, the 12
Thanks
months.
as always for taking us along on your adventure.